Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Hotshot Haven. Man, where y'all at? We here to talk about free enterprise, not free labor. Honey, honey, weak motherfucker. I don't believe they. I don't believe. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I don't believe these brothers know who they dealing with, but I'm gonna say this: they done dealt with a whole lot of the wrong people. It ain't nobody gonna be me, and I ain't going. But what I came to talk about on this live, man, was bad news brokers, man. Brokers that be on that bullshit, and there's a gang of them be on that bullshit. That's why I keep a list of do not call, a list of companies that when I see it, it's in my mind already. I don't even call them. But you got new companies or companies that you haven't worked with before that are there. You know what I'm saying? So you in the area, you call about the load or whatever. And like say, just for instance, I got a truck. I got a truck in Joliet, Illinois right now. Yesterday we booked him a load, which he picked it up this morning. We also booked him another load. The other load came from a company that we haven't done business with before. I don't remember the name. Trying to get them folk out my mind. I want to say RDS out of Fontana, California. Now, they, they pretty modern, up to date. When you go in and fill out their carrier package and everything like that, it's an electronic carrier package. Put it in, it already has all your information in there. If you've done one with this system, you've done them all. Because when you go in, you just verify everything's still the same, your insurance update and everything, send it to them. They review it, boom, they send you a rate confirmation back. Okay, well on this electronic carrier package, I have on there that I use a factoring company. Okay, well the premise behind a factoring company, which we already discussed, is to get your money fast by buying that said invoice and sitting there and they actually wait to be paid later, like you would do if you invoiced them yourself. You get paid 30 days later, 20 days later, 10 days later, 3 days later on quick pay, next day, something like that. But instead of doing that on this particular load, because I hadn't used this company before, I said I'm gonna factor it. So yeah, we left that as be. So my owner operator actually found that load and called and talked to the guy about it, which is cool. And I was like, okay. He was like, man, I got this carrier package coming through. I got a load, you know. So I'm like, yeah, bet, cool. I do the paperwork and you know what I'm saying, get everything back to you, and you can go ahead and put that down, and you can go and get on it. So, you know, I get the carrier package done, send it back, boom, I get the rate confirmation. I'm looking at it. Okay, now if I find the load, the first thing I'm gonna do is credit check. I ain't talking about the credit check on truck stop. I ain't talking about the credit check on that. I'm talking about the credit check from the people that actually gonna get you this money, and that's your factory company. Whether it be the RTS, it could be what it is, G Square, some people like that, or you know, tabs or whatever. They have a way of checking this stuff, bro. They got a way of looking at the history of these brokers and seeing do they pay. So first thing I did was I got the pack done, and I was waiting on the rate card. Let me go over here and check the credit. Okay, credit is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These minutes are 5. Okay, now that don't mean all hope is lost because they don't pay their bill. Okay, now if you do this, you know it's just a few different ways to get paid. So okay, let me call this broker back and let them know, hey man, I can't really do nothing with y'all because the people that I'm dealing with, they frown upon your credit score. And right now with the COVID and stuff going on, with all the market dropping stuff, it's a reason to have an excuse to push bills back and be late on stuff. There's a lot of people credit rating gonna drop just because they really wasn't making the money that people thought they was making. See, these brokers something serious. Now, I got a problem with a person or a company that have a 90-day lead time on paying somebody for some work that was done today, and 90 days from now, they can't come up with the money. That say some real fucked up shit about your business. It say some real bad things about your money management capability. Your accounting sucks, and you fucking off the money. That's all it is. You robbing Peter to pay Paul, and when Peter come back around, and then 90 days later, it's time to pay Peter, you ain't got another Paul, or you done spent all Paul money too. And like I say, it's one of those things where we ain't working for free. We ain't about working for free. So you gotta figure out how to be compensated. So I called a broker back, and I'm like, hey man, y'all can basically get me up off this load unless we can find some kind of payment terms to where we can do this COD, bank transfer, or a Zelle, or cash on delivery. And really, for as little as it was, as small as the portion where you could have did cash on pickup. If you got some money, a few $100 ain't shit to you. If you got money, you run the business and your overhead and your business and your expenses and everything you doing, and you grossing out of a brokerage now with little expense as possible. That's why I ain't really want to do a broker, because the tax liability. It's hard to goddamn get rid of the money. With this truck and shit, I have to go buy another truck. But them people right there, they making all this money, and they ain't being responsible. They not being responsible. So, all right, I called him back. He's like, hey, man, we don't do Zelle or anything like that, but we could do, bank transfer. And, the back and forth about it was not convincing. It was not something that, you could stand on. I'm like, nah, I don't really just want to deal with it. Your credit already terrible. I'm talking, it ain't bad. It's terrible. And then you want me to trust you, you know what I'm saying, enough to try and do a bank transfer or something like that, which is cool. We could have did it, Zelle or whatever like that. And then you want to come back and tell me that since you all are in this electronic carrier packet thing or whatever like that, and it has me down for factoring, that I need to send you a letter saying that I no longer factor, or a release letter or something like that. Which I'm not released. One thing I want y'all to get out of this video, if you don't get nothing else, you run this shit. Them folks don't run you. You done spent this money, you done bought this equipment, this your truck, you farm it out for what you think is worth, and you better be finding out how you gonna get paid. If your factory company won't buy it, that's a red flag right there. You turn around and deal with the people, and they tell you, hey man, we want you to falsify some fucking documents, send it to us, so we can be absolved of all liability by paying you. The load ain't even worth it. There's no load that you could pull that's worth falsifying documents. Falsifying logbook, documents, hey, anything dealing with your company. See, I know a lot of y'all might just be owner operator, which is still cool. You can't let these folks run the show. They got me fucked up. And I'll say it again, they got me fucked up. We don't work for free. I ain't dealing with no type of sideways dealing. I did a whole lot of shit in the street. Get what? I ain't with no type of, I'm square as a motherfucker. Get what? Don't stay like that. Cause I know how to manipulate the system and make shit go my way. Just off the top. Little reading, man. Everything ain't trucking. Everything. You see, it's some more shit go on with me than the average person, to the point where I think all the way outside the box. A little good reading the material for y'all to pay a horse, man. $48 a pound of auto war. Hey, Green was a bad man. But one thing about it, you got to have your mind set up to say no. Man, I'm about to run this show. I run this motherfucking show. My own operator, they run their part of the show. But when it comes down to Noble Enterprise, what Noble Enterprise putting down, what we putting down on paper, and how we getting money, I got to account for this shit. So, with that being said, if I gotta account for everything, I'm responsible for whatever everybody do. They're responsible for all that type of stuff. You think I'm gonna jeopardize the future of about 12, 13 people that got family, shit to do, bills to pay, on some people running some freight that you ain't gonna get paid for? Yeah, what, man? Hey, if you're running around and you're brokering loads and you ain't been in the game that long, you need to be trying to network with these factory companies. Get you a Dun and Bradstreet number so you can get you some credit rating and some credit score. Get your bond. Have your bond up high. Don't be scared to send in your credit rating and reports and all your billing and stuff so you can get in these people's system and be productive. But this particular broker been around for a while. And that's another big red flag. If you got a broker that's been in business 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, and major companies that buy invoices won't touch them, it's a problem. It's a problem. So for somebody, I had another guy we talked to with the owner operator and the broker. He was like, man, that's bullshit. The credit score can't be that. I've been in business 15 years. I hear folks in Hotshot talking about they been out here 4, 5, 6, 7 years. That don't mean shit. Because evidently, you've been doing it wrong for 15 years. Your longevity don't say nothing to me that you can skim across the system, rob Peter and pay Paul, and get your little shit did and stay afloat. That's what you told me. If 15 years and you ain't built up a serious amount of credit, you can't move a couple $100,000 worth of asset without somebody needing the money right now. Bitch, you a failure. And I ain't tripping out. I just want y'all to know there's a whole lot of brokers going around out here that ain't paying their bills. Credit check, credit check, credit check. That's the biggest thing that you can do to keep your business productive. See where the money coming from and see how these people really actually pay their bills. If they can't pay their bills, they not gonna pay you. If they're not paying big companies that getting this money to them and they farming the work out, they ain't got one truck, they just got a bun, they sitting on their ass looking at a computer all day and they can't produce them money that already been in their hand, fuck them. Don't run it. Don't run it. Don't run it. Don't put that shit on your truck, man. You're going to live to regret it. And one thing about it, we ain't working for free. Ain't nothing free. Ain't shit going on out here free. We ain't even free. Now run tell you that. We ain't even free. Because if we're free and a real free enterprise, get what? You do the hell you want to without no regulation. We got a lot of regulations. All that shit we got, it costs money. So get what? When it's time to get our money back, we get our money back. We get our money back, bro. And it's to the point where I ain't tripping on no broker that's out here doing their thing with bad credit because they shooting CODs and Zelles and all that. The money going through. But for you motherfuckers that's out here, I got a broker. I've been in it for a long, long time. And yada, yada, yada. Who respect you? Who respect what you doing? It's some company I love to deal with. I ain't gonna name them. They ain't big. I ain't gonna name them. Like right here, I'm in Jerome, Idaho. Right down there in Colorado, to the side over there, man, I got some folks I love to deal with. Because they're what I can respect. They ain't trying to get out on the operators and the carriers. They making their fair money, and you getting the load done. They courteous. They got a system where you can give them reviews and everything about their service and how they deal with procuring and managing the load. You know what I'm saying? As it pertains to getting your paperwork and being, being like sociable on the phone and doing some good business. I love them folks. I ain't gonna tell y'all who they is, and I ain't doing that. But at the same time, people like that going to respecting the business to the point where if that particular company didn't pay me in 25, 35, 40 days, I am not concerned about them people giving me my money. But what I am concerned about is these folks out here that they got these loads going on the board and yada, 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 and y'all can't pay attention. You know, it's a big old deal. It's a big old deal, man. Diesel cost money, truck cost money, people cost money. You got workers, employees, and all this stuff. No. We're not finna move around for less than. It's already rough enough right now when you got partial your life away and people with full-size truckloads BSing with you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't tripping. I mean, you can BS all you want to, because if somebody gonna come through and pick it up, it just ain't gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm looking for something to go with this load I got on the trailer already. But guess what? It pays like it's supposed to pay. And that's what I keep telling everybody about these parcels. You gotta divide that trailer up, figure out what the whole trailer costs for the day, by the hour, however you gonna farm it out. And if it take a fourth of the trailer, I need a fourth of the money. If it take all day, I need to charge you by the hour if it's short like that. Even if it is smaller. I'm telling you, man, I just ran 2 pallets in the middle of the night, 40 miles from my house, pick up, 212 miles to the drop, $800, 4 feet of deck space. I was back at the house in 5 hours. No, I apologize. I wasn't. I was back at the house about 6.5 hours, because the drop off, the pickup was by my house 40 miles, came across my house and went, and the 221, 212, whatever it was, miles was included coming back across my own house, passing them, dropping off, and then right back to my house, which was less than a third of the drive. It was crazy. I stay in a good area, y'all. It don't happen like that all the time, but that's in the middle of the night. I went and picked that up at 8:30, and I went and picked it up at 7 o'clock and dropped it off at like 11 o'clock, 11:30, some shit like that. And like I said, it's about the amount of, hey, CFL, what's up, baby? Hey, chillin', man. We over here in Jerome, Idaho, man, talking about this credit with these brokers, man, and just keeping your nose clean so you can get that money, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's good. And I tell my owner operators this. They look on the board, they'll see a load. Hey, man, this thing going 2,500 miles. It paying $3,800. And no, man, they just changed it. It's on the board. It's back up there. They gonna pay $4,200. And I go look at it. I say, first thing come out my mouth, who got it? What company got it? Then they tell me what company got it. And the first thing I say, man, a number ain't shit. That number on the board that y'all seeing it, don't want to call these people because it's too low. And then the number real high, you want to call them and beat their phone down. You better do a credit check on these folks, because I can put a load up there for $10,000 and you can run it. But if I don't pay you, it don't mean shit. And that's it. I mean, it can have a great number on it. It can have a garbage number on it. If it fits the criteria where you going and what you trying to do, what you can carry, you need to call them people. You see them loads up there, $200, $300, $400, yada. You call them folks. Call them folks. And if they ain't got no wiggle room, so be it. But you need to call and see, because most of these rates they putting on the board right now are what I call dummy rates. And they are meant for dummies. And people that are desperate and stuck and can't move, yada, so on and so forth. If you fall in that category, you find yourself having to do that to go home, that is your business. I was dead here. Pass that load, burn lead gas, not lose, and the rest of my week before that mean that when I get back home, my shit balanced out, and I ain't been made an asshole out of. And that's how you gotta think, man. Don't let these folks make no asshole out of you. Like I said in the last live, these folks don't run my truck. I run my truck. So at the end of the day, when you, hey man, you gotta check CFL. Hey man, hey, it's love out there, you know what I'm saying? But sure ain't no love with this freight and these brokers. And that goes for big companies, little companies, companies you done worked with before, because credit constantly changes. So just because you been running low with these people, I run credit check anyway. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Even before I call the broker, I look at the load, I see where it's going, I see how that pertains to me, I see how much trailer it takes up, how much weight it is, how it's gonna affect my week, and I make up a number. I make up a price. Then as soon as I make up that price, it hit me. Okay, let me check their credit. Let me see what they doing. And if it ain't up to par, I don't even make that phone call. They call it a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Now, if the credit or if the load is right, I'm sitting right on top of it and I'm like, I gotta call. Yeah, I'll call and I'll try and arrange it as a COD. And I need the pickup contact and I need the drop-off contact. And that's big. Don't book these COD loads and you can't talk to the receiver. Been there before. Had to snap. I ain't snap on the receiver because the receiver showed me a receipt where he had paid the company to get it moved and everything. And I overbid what he paid and they had to move it. And I brought it over there and they tried to get the customer to pay the difference when he already paid to have this shit shipped. I took the machine hostage. I ain't got my ass on what that machine costs, worth, what you need it for, none of that shit. I'm taking it hostage. And on principle alone, I drive that motherfucker all the way back to my house. I don't care if it's 1,000 miles away and it weighs 10,000 pounds. I'm gonna drive it all the way home and I'm gonna put a lien on this shit. And I'm gonna hold it. And you're gonna have to pay me to come all the way from home back up there, which is gonna include a partial rate for what's going on with me driving it all the way home. See, one thing about it, it don't belong to me, but chain of custody state, hey, chain of custody state, I signed for it, it's mine, it's 100% my responsibility. I gotta pay for it if something happens to it until the next person sign off on the paper. Anywhere in between there, it's room for damage claim, insurance claim, total losses, all that shit. So get what that means. That means whatever on that trailer, it belongs to me. Believe that. You respond for that shit. You own it. You gonna buy it if it fucked up. I had an Explorer on here, man, 2017. Probably like $30,000, $35,000 truck, maybe 40 at the most. And get what? If they had flipped off the trailer, I'd have owed them for a depreciated value of a 2017 Explorer. So get what? If I pull up with that Explorer and it's supposed to be COD and ain't nobody got my money and they can't come up with my money, get what? We gonna call the agent, call the broker, let them know what's going on, and let them know it shall be a humongous ass fee for this fuck up. Because if they want their shit, they're gonna have to pay for me driving it home and driving it back. And it is what it is. And if they don't want to pay it, hey, we're going to go to the courthouse, man. We're going to holler at them people and put a lien on it. Same thing just like a mechanic lien. We're going to put a lien on it, and then we finna start charge storage. And get what? After about 10, 15 days or half or whatever that is, I want my money to drive it home and store it and release it. And get what? I might not even take it back. I tell them put it back on the board. Have it come from my house to wherever it needs to go. That's y'all business. I ain't got my ass on what it is no more. It's to the point where if you do square business, you're going to get some square results. If you do some lame ass shit out here, you still try to get over and get companies to sign paper, falsify documents so you can get your load moved, you a part of the problem. You a part of the problem. And you're a part of a big old problem. And it's really, really some serious shit to me because I don't work for free and ain't nobody else out here working for free. To the point where it's been time where I be like, man, about 8, 9 years ago, I will shot a motherfucker in the face. I'm talking about square in between the eyes, pull the load down there where they at, drop the load, go see them, shoot them in the face, go pick up another load and go on back my business. I remember the time I pulled it. I ain't got my ass in these folks. Get what? I ain't got to come back through there. I ain't got to see y'all no more. And y'all don't know me. It's to the point where you got all these company information and everything, but you can't say I did. Because get what? I was way on the other side of the country with your loads, remember? I unhook this bitch, lock it up, and drive a straight truck to your house. About my money. And that's what it is. I mean, that's just what it is. And I ain't no tough guy. I just don't play. I don't play with folks. I don't play with grown people. I got kids and shit at home that would love to play with me and have fun. We throw the ball and do all this shit. I don't fucking play with grown people. And that's for real. And that's how you gotta be in business, because ain't no games to be played out here. It's either black or it's white. If you're trying to get me go in the middle with some gray area shit and I don't think it's right, I'm not running that low. And that's what I gotta leave with y'all, man. If it don't sound right, it damn sure ain't right. If it don't seem like these people talking with any type of assurity about where you going, and these people gonna have you picking up and they won't give you a contact number on the people you going to pick up for, don't run the load. It's official shit going on. How can you tell me you don't have a contact number for the people I'm going to pick up for and they paying you to move this shit? Sound fishy to me? Don't run it. Don't run it. There's a lot of ways to get caught up and not get paid. And that's one of them. Hey, CODs, I need both contacts. I need the pickup and the delivery. And before I leave the pickup, oh, HI, I have had a broker take a while to pay me, but I never had a broker not pay me. I had a broker I had to wait on the whole 30 days, which was like, to me, was totally uncalled for, because it's short run, a little bit of shit, a little bit of money. They processing a small company, man, do my invoice that I sent y'all in and get me my money. But as far as not getting paid, no. I had an incident where I had a broker that did a COD, and I ran it down there to El Paso. It was right on the border. Oh yeah. I had one drop in El Paso like that, and it was a discrepancy, because it was a language barrier, but I still got paid. I still got paid. It just was a language barrier, but I still got paid. But man, a lot of new broker popping up, yada yada yada, and then they close the shop. They call it the finesse game, baby. There's a whole lot of brokers gonna open up. You know what I'm saying? Over the next course of months. Right now, more brokers gonna open. More people gonna be doing this than ever before. More people gonna be out here running these trucks. And one thing about it is, some people got the wrong shit on their mind. There's some people that gonna put themselves out there. I broke the load, yada yada yada. They gonna get you to pick the load up. They gonna get the money from the people that's getting this stuff to pay you. And you're going to run the load, they're going to hit you with the 30-day shit or whatever they do, and then, oops, they ain't paid. Then, oops, you call the number, it disconnected. Oops, the email won't go through. Oh, man, these folks, because they had a good 30, 60, 90-day run where you got 30, 60, 90 days to pay, and by the time you done ran 30, 60, 90 days, hey, 30, 60, 90 days, a whole lot of money be made. I wish I would tell y'all how much money I make in 90 days, company-wide and personally. It'd be a lot of money to get made, man. So the broker them, they capitalize, they can see the numbers, so they made a lot of money in 90 days. That's the play. Run up a check, 90 days, don't pay nobody, and phew, gone. Like real talk. This shit's so serious. And it's such a big fraud, man. There was a guy actually on Facebook. People were reporting him in all the Hotshot pages and everything. He set himself up like a broker and everything, bro. And when I tell you, he had rate confirmations and all type of stuff. And he was getting people to pick up. He was getting prepaid by the customer. And he supposed to pass the money along to the carrier, yada, yada, yada. Man, this dude had like 8 Facebook pages. And were bouncing around all over the place and trying to get people to pick up load. And when I tell you, if you had seen it on the board, you would have called it, because he was posting good money. He was posting stuff that make people want to bite. And that's another thing. Sometimes when these loads look like they might be too good to be true, it's because they are. There's always going to be a stipulation. There's always gonna be something that come up with the receiver. They got an extra piece they didn't tell you about. They got something over. Hey, you didn't ask all the questions you supposed to ask, and now you finna pick up a big ass box container that's gonna be 13 feet tall, sucking up all your gas for $1.10 a mile. Your fault, not my fault, not their fault. They did what they supposed to do. They got the load, they put it up, and they were waiting on somebody to be an asshole. So sorry, it had to be somebody. It had to be somebody. You know, they get you run somewhere from California, got there to Georgia somewhere for $1.30 a mile, $1.40 a mile, 40 feet, 48 feet, and you finna be gone a week and a half. That's you. They live to make assholes out of people. So if you know what I'm saying, if you want to go down that road, I ain't trying to make one of they live. Every broker that's small, large, and people that's agents, they got a list of dummies that they didn't use before. And that's a list of people they used before in general, but they got a special list for them assholes. They got a list, man. Them folks will call you out of the blue. If they see that's a lane you run a lot, and they got you to run some cheap last time out that same place, oh yeah, you can get you a little dedicated run like that. Just be an asshole every day. You can do that. There ain't no problem. And they're going to call you, they're going to reach out, and they're going to do a lot of stuff. But in the process of all this happening and reaching out and all that, it's money and time being lost dealing with people that either don't want to pay, trying to get you to work for free, and credit is garbage. And like I said, a bad credit score does not always mean that these people don't pay their bills. A lot of times, a low credit score without really any negatives on there is because they may be new. You know what I'm saying? Less than a year in business. Those guys that are in their position, I don't make a real habit out of it, but from time to time, I really like to help those guys. From time to time, I like to help them. I take a chance on it. And especially if there's something else on the trailer I read it, I take a chance on it, you know. And it's one of those things where, you know, yeah, I'm trying to make sure their phone charges while I'm doing this. But yeah, I take a chance on some new guys, man, because it's all about personal relationships. When I call to talk to a broker, yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's a way to check to see if a broker or a dispatcher is legit. Somebody just asked that question. But yeah, most load boards, I know DAT has an area where it has company credit, and Truck Stop also has an area that has company credit. Especially on the website, you can go up and look up DOT numbers and everything like that. Not DOT numbers, I'm sorry. MC number, broker MC numbers and things like that. The way, yeah, you can actually, you know, check up on them to a certain extent, you know. And like I said, if you do factor with a company or something like that, you would like to always double check that with the company that you factor with, just to make sure everything is good. You know, because you don't want an incident where, you know, you run this, they got decent credit, but because they haven't been in the game that long, your factory company may not have them in their database. So they like, oh, no, we can't take a chance. We're not going to buy it from them, and yada, yada, yada. That's one of the other reasons I like TAB, Transdown Financial Service. Go down in the description, click the link, go TAB. Hey, go TAB /Nova, man, and see about what our programs they offer. But that's the reason I like them, because their database is humongous. I'm talking, it is humongous. When I tell you that I have, in basically 2 years, had 2 MC numbers for a company that I put in that didn't come up. And it just wasn't in their system. And then I went back and told them that it wasn't in their system. They actually reached out to the company, tried to put them in the system, and you know, get some credit history on them and all that type of stuff. But like I said, I like to help a new broker that has, and they got to talk to me, man. There's a company owner to a company owner. This ain't no driver to no customer. This ain't no agent to no driver. This a company owner to a company owner. Yeah. I got a call from one of my owner operators, man. He asked me something about equipment. He's like, man, what does double drop mean? Does that mean it has 2 drops or that's a certain kind of equipment? No, that's a trailer. That's a trailer. Standard flatbed height in the front, probably the first 10 feet, and probably the last 10 feet of the trailer be pretty much a standard flatbed height. The back part may be the height of a low boy, but most of them are standard across, and then in the middle it drops. So you got boom, a drop, down, boom, boom, a drop, down. So it's a double drop trailer. It's kind of like an RGN, but not so much. But yeah, it's a kind of trailer. So you see double drop on there, that's the type of trailer. If it has 2 drops on there, that's the amount of pickups and drops. That's the amount of drops you got. But yeah, that's something to touch on right there, man. Equipment, all that. But like I said, new brokers, I like to help them guys out, man. I get all that information and everything. And with tabs, they could be brand new. You can send a credit request in. See, a lot of folks ain't gonna, that what they say final. They ain't finna reevaluate. They ain't finna evaluate nothing that you talking about. You can talk to these folks on the phone, and you got every confidence in the world that they gonna pay you. But your factory company would be like, oh, no, we don't believe it. And we ain't gonna take that chance. Tabs, they ain't like that. When you send in that credit report, or that credit request, they gonna call you and validate, hey, you want to get a credit request for this certain amount of this load right here for these people so we can factor. Yeah, okay. Well, you in your application for the credit request, you got all that information because you on the phone talking to these folks, getting a good understanding about your money. See, that's the whole thing. We on the phone getting an extremely good understanding about this money because that's what it's about. Time and money. Yeah, other than that, the other shit ain't nothing. Time and money. All right. So when we get that understanding, I do the credit report. Tab call me and be like, okay, yeah, you want credit for these guys? We're gonna call, touch base with them, verify everything, and make sure they saying that they're gonna pay us in this certain allotted amount of time, and they will actually factor that load for you. I'm talking about 24 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. After you drop, you can be paid, and they will put those people word to the test. And if something comes up and they don't pay, well, shit gonna roll downhill. But at the same time, it gives you an opportunity to put some people in the game, man. And that's what I like to do that because I always remember back to when I was new. And that's one thing you gotta do, man. There's a lot of us on YouTube making this stuff, man. Hey, CFL, hey, man, stack that cash, baby. We gonna holler at you, man. Be safe out there, drive. For real, be safe out there, man. Keep them real, turn the right side down and hustle this shit, bro. But for real, though, like I say, you know, working for free is not an option. It's not an option. So credit. Personal relationships, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. There's some loads that I'd have pulled that I would have never pulled if I didn't talk owner to owner with these people and get an understanding, some background, and what I expect out of them being new, and I'm gonna help them get put on the map and get put on with some companies and stuff like that. So like I said, I always remember back to my first 3 months. Quite a few companies said, no, we can't, no, your insurance ain't really vetted in. You like talking about it, man. You ain't been in the game long enough. And then there was more companies that was like, man, we'll take a chance on y'all, man. Look like everything up to par, man. You got all the stuff you need. We'll take a chance. I never forget them people. And I never forget the fact that I was a new guy. And I can't get on here and talk to y'all like, hey, man, I ain't never been new. I can't get on here and talk to y'all like I ain't never fucked up out here. That's why I'm telling y'all. Everything that I tell y'all on this channel, I done paid for it. Now, it ain't just happen. Because shit don't just happen out here. You gotta understand. Shit don't just happen. Shit cost money. Everything that happen cost money. Me just being here sitting in the truck, laying right here, get what? There's a bill going. This shit cost money. For me to go in there and get something to eat this morning, that shit cost money. Put this diesel in the tank. All this shit cost money. So what you think it's gonna cost when you have that flat, that blowout, throw that belt, need that water pump, yada yada. It's money. So it's to the point where in the midst of doing all this stuff, chasing the dollar, it's gonna be a lot of stuff happening daily. I mean, I count on you on the vlog sometimes. I have a question. Why do most hotshot guys run F350, 450, 3500, and 4500? Low carrying capacity and fuel efficiency per a given weight and a given terrain. But the main premise of a 350 or 450 is rear axle weight, where you can put payload, such as the hitch on the ball. You can add more payload and not affect the riding characteristics as far as handling and braking and all that. It is equipped to do that. The dually, it does provide more stability and support, as your weight goes up. And that's the point I like to make about that non-CDL hotshot. I mean, you can get a dually. Y'all go check my videos about that. You can get a dually and you can derate the trailer and you can do all that. And I mean, to be honest, it's gonna ride. It's gonna ride better because you're never at the capacity of the truck. But one of the biggest things you'll know about trucking, or you'll notice about trucking, is all the equipment is spec for the job. A 3500, a 350 dually, 4500 in a non-CDL application, to be honest with you, is overkill. It's overkill. If you look at the weight and the towing weight range and everything of what these trucks can do in a 250 or a 2500 capacity for non-CDL, even with a 68 RFE transmission for a common guy, hey, get what? We right in the weight range of what the truck really meant to do. Now, when you go CDL, yeah, I wouldn't advise getting a 2500, 3500 single wheel. Get you a dually, because you don't put 7,000, 8,000 pounds of tongue weight on that. We're not doing that. You may have 5,000, maybe 6 at the most of tongue weight, going on, which is heavy enough, but to be honest with you, that's not very heavy. And with airbags or on the rear of a 2500, even without airbags on 2500, you can still run 5,000, 6,000 pounds at the front of the trailer and it won't be a problem. But yeah, the 35 and 4500 and 350 and 450, that's payload capacity, it's bigger brakes. Most of the time, the engine doesn't have more power. Most of the time, it's derated in a 45 or 5500 in most cases. And that's just for longevity, because they know you're finna load the crap out of this. And people don't understand that horsepower rating, horsepower is a product of torque multiplied by RPM times 8 divided by 5252. It's a constant. So horsepower and torque numbers go up, cylinder pressure go up. See, and that's some people say, hey man, why do they derate a 4500 and 5500? My 3500 make more power, it's faster and everything. Yep, but your 3500 will not outpull that 5500 because the rear end gear is lower. It's meant to run higher RPMs on the highway, so it doesn't lose speed going up hills pulling a load like a truck with a 342 in it, because it's got a 410. It may have a 488 in it, and at that point in time. Hey, yeah, my bad, you guys, man. Had another one come in, man. Had another call come in from a broker. Just checking on a delivery for this morning. But yeah, sorry about that, you guys. But like I say, 45, 5500 CDL hotshot, 3500, 350. You can do non-CDL with it. You can. And I ain't gonna say you can't, because a lot of people doing it. And it's stable and it rides good and everything like that. States like Arizona, New Mexico, If you come through with a 1 ton, you will need that permit. New Mexico gonna do it regardless. They on their paper, man. They gonna do it with a regular pickup truck or what? They don't give a damn. Like, if you got a trailer and a number, they want their money. But yeah, that's one of the things about 45, 5500. It can stand it. It's got bigger brakes. It's got heavier duty suspension. It can handle the load for, you know, CDL Hotshot. But in a non-CDL atmosphere, if y'all go look at the spec chart on the 2500 Ram with the Cummins diesel, 68 IFE, manual or whatever, Ford F250, you'll notice that if you combine the weight of the truck with the weight that it says it can tow, I'll be right at 26. It ain't many days that I'm right at 26,000. So most days I'm underworking the truck at its capacity. You know what I'm saying? It's not at its capacity. But like I said, I've been on for a while, man, and y'all, hey, I just came to talk about these brokers a little bit and just what to look out for. Make sure you get paid, man. It's good to come out here and hustle, but at the end of the day, your bank account got to show the difference in what you're doing. So, you know, just be mindful. Credit check, credit check, credit check, man. Hey, been a Hotshot Haven. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep the wheel turned the right side down and hustle this shit, man. Hey, real talk. Can't nobody hustle this like you. But one thing about it, whatever you putting down, that's what you gonna get. We out of here.